Good morning. We're here on top of the hill, and we can see behind me, that's Mount Diablo. Beautiful morning. And today, going down the hill, let's talk about hammer toes, which actually going down the hill makes your toes contract as you step down, especially when walking. You're trying to grab the shoe or grab the ground. It happens on flat, of course. It depends on your biomechanics, the type of foot that you have. Some people have hammer toes because the tendons on top of the foot, see my tendons on top of my hand, are the ones pulling your toes. And some people have it because the tendons on the bottom of the foot are the ones flexing your toes. So depending on your biomechanics, that'll happen. Sometimes people with weak Achilles tendon overcome that weakness by using the tendons of your toes, which also run by the ankle. So that's how they get the hammer toes. And some people just need more stability, like me going down the hill right now. As I go down this hill, my toes kind of like, I kind of walk toe first, so that I need more stability. And that's how my top tendons are causing my toes to cramp, or not to cramp, to curl. And when you do that all the time, then you get eventually a flexible contraction, which becomes a rigid contraction until you end up with a hammer toe. The more unstable or flexible your foot is, the easier it is to get hammer toes. Shoes that are extremely tight can also give you hammer toes because they don't fit properly in the shoe. So you're going to be contracting your toes, especially women with high heels or pumps. You contract your toes in that type of shoe. So you're going to end up with a hammer toe. Good morning. That doesn't mean that flat shoes will not cause hammer toes. I mean, if you wear the wrong shoe, or a shoe that's extremely flexible you already have a flexible foot, then you really are gonna get very unstable, and your feet are just looking for their own stability. And so that's what they're doing. They're just helping you walk. And the more stable they are, the easier it is for you not to fall. So that's how your tendons work. They're just helping you. With the wrong shoe, it's going to make it worse. And hammer toes may not be a problem until your toes don't fit in certain shoes, and then they rub with the top of the shoe. If the shoes don't have enough height in the toe box, then the toes are going to be rubbing on top of the shoe, on the top surface of the shoe, creating a little redness first. Then it becomes more skin. You create more skin as a protection. Our bodies know what to do. So when you get too much friction in the same spot, you create a little bit more skin. New skin forms, and the upper layer of skin starts dying, which creates that little callus or a corn. Which it's usually painful if you have good sensation. So people don't have enough sensation, like people with neuropathy. But if you have good enough sensation, you'll start having pain, which is your signal to do something about it. Your body is telling you, let's work on this before it breaks, because it really wants to break. The skin wants to eventually break. So you could live with hammer toes without pain if you wear the shoes with enough high toe box, and if the toes are not cramping against each other, causing you too much of a problem. There are pads you can wear, little devices like slings that you can put to keep them straight. You can tape two toes together sometimes, depending on the shoes that you wear. Many things can be done. Of course, last resort, surgery. And I usually don't like surgery for aesthetics. My main reason for surgery on a hammer toe is because your skin keeps breaking and it gets infected, and you need to you need to prevent an infection. You basically want to prevent losing a toe. That's the main reason I like to do hammer toe surgery. But some people have severe pain and no shoe helps, then definitely they need surgery. The goal of surgery is to reduce pain, not to make it look pretty, because it can look pretty, it might be more painful later. So, all right, I'll keep going down my path, up my path now. I'm going up, so my toes are not contracting as much, or it's a different way. My shoes are laced up with a runner's lock. I don't know if you can see. So I'm using the very last hole. I have a video on the runner's lock. I'm using the very last hole in a special looping way, so my foot doesn't slide forward inside the shoe, which is one of the reasons you get hammer toes. You're sliding, your shoe's not tied properly, besides damaging your nails. So I'm going down again, a little steeper. It's gonna get steeper later on. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for following.